There's our angel. And this is Topaz from Avon. Nice and smelly. Okay, so we've got 1968, Time for Living, The Association. Never heard of the group, but Lee and Susan both know the group. And I kicked off my shoes and felt the good earth under my feet. I loosened my tie and felt what it feels like to breathe. I found the secret to life. I took some time for living. Yeah, I remember telling some people to retire from football. I remember telling some people to retire from their acting career, from their music career. And guess what? They didn't listen. Can't make them. Time for living, yeah. So I took off my watch and found I had all the time in the world. I opened my arms so I could hold life like a beautiful girl. I laid down all of my hang-ups forever. I looked around and saw the sweet things that can be found. So thank you for the association. 1968. I put the whole greatest hits, I think, on my playlist. I love finding new music. We had Lee, she said that this band, The Association, played at her high school before they became famous. And Susan, she gave me a wonderful cat donation and asked us to play Time for Living. So we're going to go over them cards, and you guys check out the shorts. I want to shout out to everybody that has not gave a donation for the animals. If you do any kind of donation, I will go ahead and you tell me your favorite song, and I'll do a shorts for you. Unless I've already done it, we had another request for Let It Be by the Beatles from Jay Knight, but I already done that April 2026, so I don't really want to repeat songs. I hope you guys are checking out my whole channel. We have Susan and Lee's regressions under my playlists that say regressions. There's so much on the channel. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the energy of time for living. Now, yesterday we ended with the sun card was popping around, happiness, emotional fulfillment, and it's just started right back up again. When I pulled the shorts yesterday, I told you if I do a reading and then I do another reading, they're usually the same cards because it's the same energy. Makes total sense, right? So the shorts from the association Time for Living cards go hand in hand with yesterday's video, Ears to Hear. Everything is connected. So let's go ahead and go over them cards. I'm going to take you in the other room, and we're going to go ahead and do them cards. All right. And I'm going to turn off the radio here. Yeah, we're going to turn this one down just a tad. Okay, just saying. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful sunshine coming in there. Okay, so pretty much the same as yesterday. We have the happiness card, joy, fulfillment. The sun in the background, the sun on the card, the sun rays right here. This reminds me of Beam Me Up, Scotty. If I stand in here, will you beam me up? Beam me up, Scotty. Okay, then we had the fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sag. And I did shuffle these, but that's why I said if I do a reading and then I pull another reading right after, I usually get the exact same cards. The only difference is I've got social media stalker and I've got working with others to create chaos. So I do have people that are trying to go against you. And I also have a lot of disinformation coming from YouTube. So I suggest you do time for living and be out in nature barefoot more and play outside more and put the phone down, because it's a, I want to call it like a smear campaign where they just want you to fall. They don't want you to make it. So if they can put stuff out on YouTube to make you think it's true, then you fall into their trap. How many people are watching sports and the fights and all the stuff that's going on? Not me. I'm not living in their movie. I'm living outside looking in. Okay, then we've got earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I'm drawn to, first we had fire, then we had the earth, right? I'm drawn to the energy of fire consuming parts of the earth. And I've got the divine masculine with an earth angel coming in. The divine masculines are going to find their earth angels and talk to your guides and your ancestors about this. There is a tower moment coming. And this tower moment, you need to redirect your thoughts to positive. This is the sunbeam. You can't see it here. You only can see it on the video. And the cat just tried to get beamed up. Or maybe he got beamed down. That's Willie. So redirect your thoughts to positive, because a lot of sudden changes are happening with this tower. And I'm drawn to the bright orange. Okay. Then there's a gold digger that's getting divine justice. The gold digger, whoever she or he is getting divine justice. And they've been doing a lot of negative energy and spell work behind your back. So make sure you read your documents and sign them accordingly. Don't fall for things. Read the documents very carefully. Very carefully read them documents. Between YouTube and contracts, I'm hearing there's a lot of negative energy going on. Okay, your soulmate's on the way. And I just got done saying the Emperor was going to be put with his earth angel. They're beaming him up and down right now. I'm so glad that was shown on the video, because it's really, really happening. I'm just so excited. Okay, we had the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups was on top of the tower because of the fact that if you can stay in your childlike thinking, if you can stay in your childlike believing the universe has got your back, then this is going to work. But if you think that's just a ray of sunshine, it's not a beam me up, Scotty. Okay, if you were a kid, you would believe me. But since you're an adult and you live in the matrix, you think it's hogwash, right? So probably just click off and go to another channel, because you're probably not going to listen to me anyway. We definitely want to spend more time out in nature and be like a kid. Page of Cups. We need to walk away from the past, but take lessons learned. You've been hearing that all week. Take the lessons learned. When you were a kid and you took your bike and you broke your leg, you probably never did that stunt again because you learned from the past and you didn't repeat that. But that didn't stop you from getting on that bike again because you were a kid. You might have fell off that bike and broke your leg, but oh well, you learned that I'm just going to do it this way next time. I'm still going to get on the bike. Okay, that's the kind of faith that we have to have, that childlike faith. Six of Swords, you're journeying on and you're using your magic power. Definitely using your magic power. You're going towards what? You're going towards your equal give and take. That's the Emperor going right in to meet his Empress. We've got the Two of Wands, be courageous and daring, and let the angels, Temperance, the angels got this. Then we had these cards here that were in the shorts. The outcome was the Queen of Pentacles energy. So the Queen of Pentacles is that stable energy where she has everything she needs. But what does she have to go through to get there? She's got to keep searching. Now that fell on the floor for a reason, because somebody's not keeping their flashlight on. See the head beam? Okay, it's directed straight up to Astro, and Astro is connecting it. It's like this beam here, right? Somebody's not doing that. This is the Five of Pentacles or the Five of Wands. It's a Five of Wands and a Five of Pentacles energy. It's change, but it's again, do you believe in this? Or do you think it's just nonsense and are you listening to the Matrix? Well, we've got a Seven of Pentacles, a Four of Pentacles. That's my smoking gun and contemplating with the universe. So once again, if you can believe like a child, believe that this is real. We've got the contemplation card with the smoking gun. Now, right now you might feel like you're in a prison, and you are because you're listening to the Matrix too much. Any of you that are following the World Cup and this political White House fight match, it's pretty matrixy. Ten of Wands. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if it doesn't give you a peaceful, easy feeling, my Four of Wands, and if you don't get a new perspective, the Hanged Man, you're not going to have the Six of Wands, badass success. But if it gives you a peaceful, easy feeling, and you are getting a new perspective, cool, because you're going to have badass success as the outcome. Badass success. Now, underneath the Two of Wands and the Temperance card, we have the warning. And the warning is deception. Again, if you know more about the World Cup and the fight at the White House than you do about my shorts or my channel, then you're listening to the deceptions, not the other way around. If you think my channel is the deceptions and that shit's real, see how you're mixed up? Deception. But to the normal eye, it would look that way. To somebody talking about beam me up Scotty, that sounds more hocus pocus than turn on your TV and watch the World Cup. Turn on the TV. Didn't the Knicks just win? The Knicks won and then they destroyed their own city. How dumb is that? Violence on the fields of the White House. How dumb is that? All this stuff is really just such nonsense. And who's buying right into it? Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. We had them all. We need change. The King of Pattern needs to meet his Queen of Pattern. Here you go. We need to change this. This is getting like so ridiculous, isn't it? Isn't it just like one big shit show? Well, let's get unstuck. Eight of Swords. Let's bring that idea that we have up here, Four of Cups, and bring it down here. Let's let them beam us up and be like little pages. Let's take these ideas and these pentacles and let's let them beam us up. Okay, so King of Questing and the World. We need to keep our ego in check, stay creative, and do our world mission. 16:01 on the clock. I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.